soccer's on international break, so there's a little bit of a lull, but World Cup qualifying is upon us, and especially U.S. World Cup qualifying.
Now this week, another big week for quarterbacks. Sam Bradford, injured. Landry Jones, even though he's not starting anymore because Big Ben's back, injured. We're going to swing towards the backfield now. We're going to talk about some premier running backs. Not nearly as many running back injuries as we had a couple weeks ago, but there's a couple interesting guys out there.
But I cared so much that I wanted to give you guys your weekly update of what's going on in AU Athletics anyway. So this is going to be our next edition of the AU Insiders panel, or solo panel in this case. So now we'll shift to what is starting, which is basketball season.
We're going to bring you through some of the bigger Week 11 matchups in college football, and there were a couple very interesting ones.
And so the NBA season about 11 games in, so we can kind of start to make evaluations about teams that are doing really well and the teams are not doing really well. Seth, we're waiting on you to make your breakthrough and bring the Curry name even more lore.
Again, we are short-staffed this episode, which is totally fine. Me and Vince, we're like two peas in a pod. Let me tell you.
I mean, you would say it is, but then you look at the division that the Eagles are in, and the NFC East is just so atrociously bad that a really bad loss like that really doesn't affect them.
We need to touch upon the fact that last Tuesday, November 10th, baseball lost a young, promising pitcher in Tommy Hanson.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because, as you said, these don't happen that much in baseball. So there is a chance for Rob Manfred here, if he wanted to make an example of Reyes.
How long will it take for Ovi to pass Sergei Fedorov, who currently has 484 goals as the most NHL goals by a Russian-born player? Ovi currently has 483. When do you think he's going to pass?
This is our favorite segment of the episode, also our favorite time of year. Gobbles up, gobbles down. Also known as thumbs up, thumbs down for those of you who couldn't figure out that joke.
Drew Tranquil, like the 7th or 8th person out for the Notre Dame college football team, going into the Shamrock Series this weekend.
Gobbles down, just a general NFL officiating. Can we decide what a catch is, please? Because I'm not sure. So Rachel mentioned it. There was the Odell Beckham Jr. play in the end zone. And while I agree that that was not a catch, it was vaguely similar to Des Bryant's touchdown last week that was a catch, and I really can't figure it out. So can we please straighten this out, please? This has been going on for like 3 years. I don't know what a catch is anymore.
We'll start gobbles up to the backup, who would be Ben Roethlisberger coming off the bench. We touched on it a little bit earlier. He had a big game, over 300 yards. He did throw an interception, but he looked altogether good, and he looked pretty stylish with his two different shoes, one bigger than the other.
I have a couple gobbles down. I've got to go gobbles down to the New York Jets, losing to Rex Ryan's Bills at home, and gobbles down to those jerseys. I know Dan and I were talking about this before the show. They were hideous looking.
Gobbles down to Dan for being the only guy so far to mess up on this, because he decided to go thumbs down. Oh, I'm sorry, gobbles down. No, it's straight up gobbles. We're just doing gobbles today. You know, we're turkeys. Anyway, that's been it for Gobble Zone this week.